Hi everyone, welcome to Microsoft PowerApps tutorial. I am Darshini from Wizards. In this video, I am going to tell about what is Canvas apps and what are the types of variables in Canvas app and how to use these variables throughout the app. So, what is Canvas apps? Canvas app is nothing but creating a highly customizable app with a drag and drop interface. We can build the Canvas app for web, mobile, and tablet applications. Though it is a Canvas app, it starts with a blank canvas. So we can design the UI based on our requirement, and we can style our app by just drag and dropping the elements like labels, container, gallery, list, forms, drop downs, media, etc., which were readily available. We just want to drag and drop those interference and we want to create our app. So Canvas app can connect to various data sources and also with services through using connectors, whereas SharePoint, Excel, SQL Server, Twitter and more on, which means we can connect more than 600 plus data sources in Canvas apps. This shows how Canvas app provides complete freedom to design the app based on our specific needs. Let's see about the characteristics of Canvas apps. No coding is required, that is, it requires no code or low code, which means to give control to any one of the input. There is some conditions. We can provide them through formula or else by giving a small code. Next is data integrations, which means it connects to various data sources like Dynamics 365, CDS is nothing but data, CRM is nothing but custom relationship management, and enterprise resources planning data, that is ERP. So we can do any changes by adding, creating, updating, deleting within the app. So next one is customizable. In CA platform, everything is readily available. So we can create any app by just drag and dropping the components. The next thing is embedding. Embedding is nothing but the Canvas app is directly embedded with forms, dashboard, web pages within the Microsoft Dynamics 365. The last one is accessibility. We can create or build the Canvas app in smartphones, tablet, tabs, web browser, desktop, etc. Based on the user's flexibility and mobility, we can create our Canvas app in any one of the device. So next is variables. Variables are nothing but which are used to store the data that can be reused throughout the app. So variables are the essential things in PowerApps because they allow to store the data temporarily which can be used across in different part of our apps. So there are three types of variables in PowerApps. One is local variables, the second one is global variable, and the third one is collections. Using variables, you can control the visibility of controls, and you can pass the data between the screens and much more. First variable is global variable. Global variable is nothing but the name suggests these are accessible across all the screen in our app. So they were great for storing the values that we need to provide for multiple screens. The next one is context variable. Context variable is also known as local variable. Local variable, which means it is limited to only the particular screen. We can use them to pass the value between the controls on the same screen, not with all the screens, not like a global variable. The third one is collections. Collection is nothing but which is used to store the data in tables that can be referred and modified anywhere in the app. Like global variable, it can also be used throughout the app. So they were useful for handling list of data that we need to filter or sort or manipulate the data. So we can provide the global variable with the function set. For context variable, the function is update context. For collection variable, the function is collect. And clear collect, what it will do means it will add and delete, means it will delete all the duplicates and create a fresh record, which means new. Okay, these are the three types of variable which Power Canvas app contains. Let's see how variables are used in PowerApps. First variable is global variable. Let me choose one text label and one text input box and one button So when I click the button, what are the things entered in text input box? It should reflect in the label. So how can we do this? So go to on select property of the button, give the global variable formula function. So to use global variable, we want to use the set function and give set of, give any one of the variable name. Let me give the name as variable global. Giving single name is much better, comma. Now we want to give the value. So in my case, the text input box is the value. So let me copy the name of the text input box, copy the name and go to the button. Under value we can provide the copy paste and give it as text. Now close the bracket. Now copy paste the variable name, global variable name, and go to that label in text, give that variable name. So now we can play the app to see the result. So when I click the button, you can see the text input appears here. So let me change by giving another name, hello world. Hello world. Now when I click the button, see the value is changing. So yeah, here also changing. So this is global variable. We can use this variable all over the app, throughout the app. So let me copy the same variable and paste it in another screen. See, when I change it here, hello world, let me type, this is global variable. When I click the button, it reflects in the screen 1. See, when I go to screen 2, you will see the changes. So we can use the global variable throughout the app. Next, let's see about context variable. Let me copy and paste the same thing. One text label, one text input box and one button. So in the button, let me give the context variable syntax. That is nothing but context variable starts with the function update context. Okay, local variable. Context variable is also known as local variable. Give the function name as update context. Open the bracket and open the curly brace and close the bracket. Inside the curly brace, give the variable name. Let me give the name as variable local, comma not colon, and give the text input box name. Copy this, go to the button and paste it here, dot text. Now copy the variable name and go to the text box and change the variable, local variable. Now when you run the app, you will see the difference. So let me change. This is local variable or context variable. When you click on the button, you can see the value is changing, same like context variable. Now let me copy this and paste it in the screen too. We will see the difference. See, it's showing error because the scope of local variable is only on the particular screen. Only global variable and collection can be used throughout the app, but the context variable can be used only in our screen. This is the difference between local variable and the context variable. So local variable and a global variable. Global variable can be used throughout the app, but the context variable cannot be used. The third one is collections. For collections, it will be store the data inside the table. So let me take one data table and one button. So on the button on select property, let me give the function as collection. So for collection, the function is collect. View full screen. Type collect. To open the bracket, and we need to give the variable name. Let me give it as collect employee, col employee, comma, and the record should be given in the curly brace. Record is nothing but item, curly brace. Let me give it as the column name as employee id colon 1 comma employee name, and the string should be given in the double quotes. Only number cannot be given in the any quotes. So let me give double quotes and give the name, and the employee department as open the quotes IT, close it. Okay, now go to format text. It will format it automatically. So let's copy the variable name and go to the table item. Under item, just paste this variable name. See, go to the field, nothing is selected, so add field. The 3 field which we was created are showing here. So click on add. You can see the 3 tables columns. So when I click the button, you can see it here. It will apply here. So when I click again, it will print again. When I click again, it will click. How many times when I click, it will print. So what we should know, we can use another function, that is clear collect. What it will do, it will delete the duplicates and create a new record. So I changed the function. Let's see what it's doing. See, it deletes all the duplicate items and gives the only one item. So this is the difference between collect and clear collect. Clear will do clear, it will clear every data present inside the table. So let's check. Let me copy paste the table here. In screen 1, it doesn't show any error. We can see it here. So local variable cannot be used throughout the app. It can only used inside the particular screen. But global variable and the collection can be used throughout the app. So this is the syntax for collection. Collect, collection name and records. Collect, this is the default function name provided by PowerApps. This is the function name, and collect name we can give it any variable name. And records, record should be given inside the curly braces. So this is all about collection variables. This is the example. So these were the 3 types of variable which was used in PowerApps, Power Canvas apps throughout the app. It will be very useful because it can be used throughout the app by just giving the variable name. So today we have seen what is Canvas app and what are the types of variables in Canvas app and how to use these variables in Power Canvas app. Thanks for watching. See you in the next